here we are, back at camp. What is up, Discmaniacs? I am here at one of my favorite events of the entire year. And it's not even a sanctioned tournament. The New Hampshire State Disc Golf Championships, Hunts Mean 18, 1982 steady ed design with old Mach 2s and just like the most serene landscape of dark, dense woods. And every single hole is designed around a whamo frisbee. Turns to the right. Actually, I won my first ever MPO tournament here back in 2017. Back then, I was very sidearm dominant. And it's funny because as the years go on, the holes that I used to just chip sidearm, I now push with super understable backhands. Today, we are going to play the course Founder only. Shout out to Disc Golf 978. I hadn't got my hands on a Founder yet. Ellie and I stopped in yesterday while Tato was getting groomed. Got myself a Neo Lumen Founder. This is the most understable piece of plastic Discmania's ever made. Think about the function, hit it with 100 trees, and then make it into a mid-range, and you've got the Founder. So, super understable, sidearm or backhand friendly. I'm gonna try and shoot below a 50. Let's go. One of the most beautiful things of hunts is every year, the same players from as long as they've been playing disc golf, 80s, 90s, whatever, they'll always come back to hunts. So it's like every year it's an annual meetup for all the people you don't see throughout the year. Well, you'll see them next year at hunts. And yeah, here we are. 18's green with the water over here. Little service road here that plays down hole 18's fairway. It's just like a miniature high-level disc golf complex. Like, I think the course is like 4,000 feet. 18 holes, and I think that like the entire course could fit on hole 1 at Maple Hill. But I don't know, I might be wrong. Maybe I'm just being exaggerating for that. All right, so here's a look at the tee pads. This is the tee pad. This is the tee sign. As you can see, it goes to the left. But what you don't see is that those trees on the tee sign used to be this tall. Now they're this tall. So, hole 1's basically a par 4 because it doglegs all the way up to the left. Way up there where that guy is. Founder putt, which I'm gonna have to do throughout the whole round. Oh, it's so flippy even on a putt. Okay, we're safe. It's so flippy, I forgot. I've only thrown it twice. So this is like the ideal landing zone. Basket is right there. And in my first MPO win, this was the second playoff hole. I almost dunked it right in from here. I hit the cage. And that would have been quite the walk-off way to win my first MPO tournament. But anyway, I'm a little out of position. I'm a little right of the gap. So I'm just gonna place the camera here and see what I can do. Oh. Honestly, that was pretty good besides the tree. For the record, hole 1 is definitely the hardest hole in the course. Oh, not bad. First putt of the weekend with the mid-range. Low ceiling, bends to the right. Shout out to Daniel Marcus last year. He was on the car behind me. I was on hole 3, and I couldn't get the sidearm to work, which it never has. And I saw him lining up his roller like this. Snapped it down. All it does is move right. Round 2, we're on lead card and MPO together, which Daniel Marcus is in his 60s, and at this tournament is the only one that him and I are both going to be on lead card and MPO together. Freaking parked it right in front of him. Time for the Founder. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Let's go. Let's go. Tournament play. I'm not even kidding. Goes to the right, 245. The basket. Peter Marchand is on the hole, but you can see him walking by it right now there. Tough thing is just going to be getting the nose up correct for the late flip because it's such a low ceiling. So technically, I think the par is 55, but the 1 par 4 is more of a par 3 than like hole 1. So everybody really just says 54. Oh my God, I pulled it. Good kick, good kick. Should be able to see the basket. It's just left of the curvy tree. The fact that I was able to get that to hyzer, it's pretty crazy. I was really down tempoing. No. Well, there goes the birdie. Alrighty, hole 4, up and to the left. I think it would be stupid for me to not do the super flippy sidearm, so let's try it. Well, when you throw it that high, you're gonna hit a branch. Oh my goodness. If I get the clean snap on it, it just hyzers with the vertical sidearm, so I'll keep that in mind. Oh man, so close. Alrighty, back-to-back 4s. That's a real bummer. Although this is definitely a shot that I thought was gonna be pretty difficult when I thought about doing a founder only round. Here we go. Mach 2, 1984, straight out of Steady Ed's basement, I'm sure. Awesome. This is actually the hole that I won the tournament on back in 2017. It's basically a par 4 shot, all the way up to the right. It's actually a really good founder shot, but there's like a stray branch dangling in the fly zone. So I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. That is actually really, really good. If somehow I could make this, this would be an incredible makeup for the last 2 birdies, or bogeys, I mean. I'm yanking it. Alrighty. I 2'd hole 2, which is a perfect hole for the founder roller. Bogeyed 3 and 4, which are, 3's not that tough for the founder, but 4 is. And then I 3'd 1 and 5, which are like the 3.5 pars. So I'd say it's going all right. Alrighty, hole 6. The basket is right there. Oh, I pulled it again. Yeah, let's go. Alrighty, hole 7. One of the trickier ones for a backhand. I don't think this is gonna be sidearmed. I think Daniel Marcus maybe tries the backhand roller here with the Stingray. Up and over the ridge and then just tucks way right. No, it's too far, I think. You know, I hit the spot in the fairway exactly where I wanted, but it was like this when it should have been like vertical, so we'll see. So now you see the grade of the hill. Around right here is where you'd want it to start cutting right, because the basket's tucked, but I think I went over here. Alrighty, I threw it way in the junk, kind of just what I expected. Ricochet off a tree. Nothing a little scrape to the flight plate ever hurt anybody. Founder, baby, let's go. Famous Jimmy Scanlon AM1 clutch ace hole. Right there in the middle. I'm embarrassed by my founder fan grip backhand so far. I think I gotta try the sidearm. Oh no. Ah. Breezy. Nothing wrong with that. Here we wave as the new visitors come in. Let's see who we got. What's up, Owen?
Good.
What's going on? You're on the vlog right now.
Oh, sweet. This is my girlfriend, Maddie.
Hi.
Hi.
Casey.
Nice to meet
Welcome
you.
to Hunt.
Yeah.
All right.
First time.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You're gonna love it.
Enjoy the vlog.
Thanks. And that's just all part of the Hunt's magic. I'm sitting here on hole 9's tee pad. I hear a car coming in. You have no idea who it could be, but chances are I'm probably gonna know who they are, and I probably haven't seen them in at least a couple months. And that was Owen, who is a new friend of ours through Haley and Mike, and we're actually playing together in round 1 because we sponsored hole 3. So, heck yeah. Hole 9, right here, tee pad, fairway. Dives down to the right. If I was as good as Simon at throwing slow speed backhand flippy stuff, the founder would be the perfect disc for this spot. But even my midnight prowl is like a little flippy for this shot. Let's see what we can do. There it is. Turn. Oh! I thought that was that was like the Simon shot I was just talking about. I basically, the way I phrase that, I say I threw it with my pinky finger. and it still was diving right. It was just barely too late. Man, as soon as it started cooking right, I honestly thought that I had a chance to ace. And once I show you the fairway, you'll see why. Shout out to Carly Bennett. This was her first ace. I think it was back in 2016. Such a sick freaking shot. Honestly, this is like one of the coolest holes in New England. And I don't know if you saw the Founder, but got myself a birdie putt. Hyzer. Oh, so tough. Wet mid-range putt? Yeah. Alrighty, welcome to the back nine. Things are a little different over here. There's the bucket. Find a way to get there. Mando left. Also, that was Coleman Marcus I just ran into. Daniel Marcus's son. He took me down here 2 years ago. late round heater. He just caught fire and I couldn't catch him. Last year it was Sam Henderson, but I haven't won this tournament since 2017. Now, mind you, I've only had 2 complete finishes since then. 2022, I had to drop out at lunch. It was Simon's wedding day. But coming for it this weekend. Let's go. Alrighty, this is basically the same thing as the last hole. I'm gonna need one of those touchy Simon drifty boys. That was so bad. Oh, come on. So you'll notice here on the back nine, the trays are deeper. And I think these ones might be just slightly newer. Yeah, this one's marked as a Mach 3, but not all of them are like that. So this one says 88. So I don't know if that means that like a couple holes got damaged by trees, like a couple years into the course being built, and they decided to replace them with Mach 3s. I actually don't really know the timeline of like the Mach 1, 2, 3 development. But man, do I love putting on these baskets. I literally wish that these were still the gold standard. I think that a well-earned putt stays in the basket basically every time. And well-earned means good pace, good angle, good height, good width. All the things a good putt needs. One of the few like tunnel shots, dead straight, right there. My tournament play here is actually Midnight Prowl sidearm, so this is a good hole for the Founder. Man, I just keep releasing it too high. All the glide in the world. Count it. This is basically one of the holes that I consider a par 4. As you can see, it's a creek in the middle, OB. This is what the tee shot looks like. And yeah, it's just a bunch of trees and the basket is over there. I ran into the Devon's crew. They're packing a solid 7-some, the Hunt's way. It's just how it goes around here. You can play in a 7-some because the course is so short that it doesn't even take that long. Sorry. How does it go through everything like that? Well, welcome to Hunts, where you can almost hit the next tee pad on basically every hole. I just went through a mess of trees. Oh, wow. Good bid. That was pretty close. All right, here's the only par 4 on the course. Shout out to my cameraman, Ben, on the last shot. I mean, I don't know what else to do here other than roller. No. Okay. Hey, we're halfway there. We're halfway there. Alrighty, we are in the woods, up close and personal. I just need to scoot this out for a putt. Welcome to the rough. Oh! Oh, come on! I hope I wasn't blocking the camera. I just chained out for the 2. I just flicked it through one of these pencil gaps. Up here, kissed off the tree, right side chains didn't stay in. That would have been a crucial stroke for the scorecard. I think my dream of shooting a 50 is out the window. But we'll just try and continue at even or better. How about under par? We'll aim for under par. So I still count everything as par 3. Like I said, that one's technically par 4. Alrighty, welcome to Heartbreak Hill. Hole 14. Actually, I don't know if you can see the basket from there. I did a Skywalker 1 promo out here 2 years ago. I almost rang this one up on the first try. Like that, like that, like that. Oh my God. I think I parked it. A Founder Ace might be the most elusive thing. Well, maybe a Tilt Ace is more elusive, but I don't know. They're both equally as difficult. Comment below if you think I should do a Founder and Tilt only round. And comment where you think I should play it at. Looking back at the tee pad, I split this gap perfectly. Just missed this chain high right. Kicked off a tree. Death putt. That's a birdie. Technically that's hole 13 as a par 4. So I guess we'll go with that. Because like I said, hole 1 basically is a par 4. So it actually evens out the par pretty nicely. And 15 is another perfect Founder shot. Tee pad right here. Basket. Straight ahead. Left gap, late flip. Founder's dream. Great tree. Let's go. Alrighty, I am 15 holes in to my Founder only round, which is the flippiest mid-range Discmania's ever made. What score do you think I'm at?
Oh, we're
through 9 holes or 18 holes?
I'm through 15 right now.
Yeah.
15 holes, you are 7 down.
7 down?
I think 11.
I'm not that good, guys. This disc is hard. I mean, it's just the tight, narrow corridors. I'm 3 down. 3 down. So I'm pretty proud of that. Might be the craziest hole on the course. The tee sign makes it look like a cakewalk because this is your fairway and that's your basket. So figure it out. Low to the ground, nose up, snap over forehand roller. Is that perfect?
Wow, dude, you got way up there.
Might be too far.
You might have went past
It's
it.
go down 17.
Oh, man.
I think it just stood up as it hit.
Yeah,
even
when
with
you
the
hit the
17
ground, you
tee.
kind of...
It's another one of those shots. I would have told you what I wanted to do, but I never would have expected it to work out. And there it is, working out. Time for you guys to see where I ended up. That was a great shot, by the way. Don't you forget it. This is like one of the hardest holes to 2 on the course. Hole 17, one of my favorites. Basket. Way right. Got to go left. And I have seen some insane Greg Bianco and Daniel Marcus backhands here. Super slow, like freaking 20 miles an hour. Then just cooks it all the way over to the right. So the Founder has a chance to do that right now. I always sidearm it in tournament though. I think I did it. Okay, the problem is that disc is just too fast. I think I hit every part of the equation besides the fact that it's a mid-range and not a putter. Squeaked it. Straight in the basket without a doubt. Alrighty, with the birdie on 17, I'm officially almost on a roll. If I had 16, that would have been killer. But good back 9 so far. I'm sitting at 4 under, which means if I get a 2 on this hole, I will achieve my goal. The problem is, this is the biggest risk reward hole on the entire course. It's the only hole with water in play. This is the hole that when I was leading the tournament with 1 to play, I tried to lay up and I laid up in the water, and that's what led to a 6-hole playoff. Here it is, hole 18. It's one of the most beautiful holes on the property. And right before that grass on the green is where the water drops off. So low ceiling, tight corridor, OB short. See what we can do. Believe it or not, that was really favorable because I'm out in the field and I can make that putt. But that was the highway to the birdie zone. I had it high left, waiting for it to drift right. The birdie putt to rule them all. Under the branch, framed up, Founder for the 50 with the Devons crew watching. They've never seen me throw a disc before in my life. Thank you. Oh no. Settle for par. That was to shoot 50. Well, here it is. Tap in par for 51. So it looks like my my gauge of how good I could shoot is pretty spot on. I definitely left a couple strokes out there, and I definitely got away with a couple strokes. So 51 as it is. Neo Lumen Founder, first time ever throwing it, playing around with it. If you are a slow arm speed and you are an understable plastic fan, holy crap, go and get yourself a Founder, go get yourself a Function, the glidiest, most understable disc Discmania's ever made. Just so happy to see it, you know, Discmania plastic for everyone, no matter your skill level or your arm speed. So this is it. Huntsmean tournament starts tomorrow. Now it's time to get around in with the homies, enjoy all the good times, maybe go for a swim. Hunts weekend, baby. Doesn't get better. But once again, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe. We'll see you next time.